Now, as we have seen already, equals to is the very simple assignment operator. For example, if you want to assign a value 100 to a variable x, you can simply write x is equal to 100 and then shift enter. If you will type x, then you can see the value is 100. Now let's say we have to increase this value by 5. So we can say x is equal to x plus 5. And then we'll again print x. So here first the value x, which is 100, along with 5 becomes 105. This 105 value is assigned to x. And then the same value is getting reflected. If we want, there's a shorthand to it. Rather than writing x is equal to x plus 5, we can simply write x plus is equal to 5. It will do the same thing as what is done by this code. But rather than using x twice, we can simply say x plus is equal to 5. And then if we print x, you can see another 5 has been added. So this is a shorthand for assigning x the same value with an addition of 5.
Now, apart from being a shorthand,
There are a couple of more things which plus equal to can do. The first thing is, if you would be using it over a list, which we are going to see in more details, we have already had a glimpse on it. So list is a container that holds the data in a ordered sequence. If we were to use this on a list, then it will invoke the iAddList method. So let's take an example. Suppose we have a variable x and I'm assigning it values um, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now, if I would simply say x plus equal and then say I'm giving it a value, say 45, and then I say x, you can see plus equal to has added value 4 and 5, right? So this is a string 4 and 5. It has two elements 4 and 5. Both of them have been added to the list when I used plus equal to. Now let's try to do it using the plus and equal separately. So I'll again assign the value x is equal to 1 to 3 and just copy paste this here, and then I'll have say y is equal to 45. Now what I'm going to do is first I'll assign x is equal to x plus y, and then I'll say x. Now you'll see it will throw an error because the value here y is a string while the value on the left x was a list. So when we were using plus equal to, then automatically the value was taken one at a time and passed to this list using the iAddList method. But if we try to do it using just plus, then it will not work. So this is pretty handy if you are working with containers. And when we will see more examples in containers, you will appreciate why we have this. Okay. Now just we have seen plus equal to, we can use minus equal to for subtraction assignment. Minus equal. So let's take an example again. Say we have a variable x which was say 100, and then we want variable x minus equal 5. And then if you print var x, the output is 95 because it subtracted 5 from it and then assign it the same value. Now just like we have seen minus equal to, we can use the same code and try to run star equal to, which is going to the same thing but with the multiplication operator. So ideally what would happen is 100 would be multiplied by 5, 500, and then the same value would be assigned to x. So ideally the output should be 500, right? Let's see the same using division equal to. So let's do it first ourselves. So division of 100 by 5 would be 20, and then variable x will get the value 20, right? Similarly, floor operator would show us the quotient. So 100 divided by 5, the quotient would be 20. So output remains the same. Next, we have modulo operator, which will give us the remainder. So 100 by 5, the remainder would be 0 because it's a divisor, so 0. And next we have the exponential. So if we say 100 to the power 5, oh my god, sorry, I made a mistake, I didn't change it. So let me do it 100 double star, right? So this is 10 billion because it is 100 to the power 5 would be 10 to the power 10, which is 100 billion, right? Sorry, 10 billion. Now let's try to do a simple calculation and see if our understanding is correct. So say we have total marks obtained mm, 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 is equal to say 450, right? And total marks were 500, right? Now if we have to calculate the percentage, we can use the operators we have just learned. We can say marks obtained upon total marks, and then we'll simply multiply that with 100, right? And let's see what's the score. 90%, correct? So I think that was good. Now let's have a quiz and then we'll move on to bitwise operator.